Welcome to Confident Chaos. My name is Melinda, and I'm here to do a reading for Leo. So, all my lions, come in, get comfortable. You know, the only rule is to be kind to each other. That is way too many. Oh, Leo, you might be given an opportunity, and you might be hesitant to take a chance. Why? Why, Leo? Cards are just flying out. Okay, I understand why. All right, before I get started, I do not solicit readings. I don't ask for donations, but you can leave a super chat to show your appreciation in the comment section of the video. You'll see somewhere where it hits super chat, or if it's a short, if you're watching this in the short, then it's also somewhere where you could give super thanks, right? That's just to show your appreciation, to say, yeah, that did resonate. If this is your first time here, welcome. You're gonna see I'm cool as shit. I'm not about the razzle dazzle. I'm very calm. I'm with the shits though. So my name is Melinda. If this is your first time here. And Leo, you had the highest viewership, right? So happy birthday, because it's still August and it's still our season. So let's see what you got here. So we have, you're going to make mistakes, and it's okay sometimes. You learn by messing up. I struggled with that. I don't know what type of perfection spirit I had in me at some point, but I would beat myself up if I made a mistake that I felt that I should have saw coming. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just a part of me that I see things, right? Like, I see how this is going to turn out. And we all have this ability. It's just that we don't listen to it or we don't fine tune it. And I'm like, yeah, I know how this is going to turn out, but let me go along anyway. No. I learned by doing that I'm not doing that anymore. If I see the red flag in any situation, personal, family, work, I distance myself. I don't want nothing to do with that. I need a calm, peaceful life. Okay. So I don't know what happened, but you have to have more confidence. Yes, we're going to make mistakes, but we're Leo. Like, come on. We get back up and we just dust ourselves off, look in the mirror, and keep it pushing. Your next card is realize you have all the qualities to be a leader. Come on, Leo. We already know that. The only issues we have with leadership is that our heart. We have to sometimes use head over heart. We always have to use head over heart in leadership positions, because the people that you're leading are all emotions. They're the ones that's directly affected with things. And so when they come to you, they're coming to you in that ball of emotion of how it affected them, whatever it was, right? And you being the leader have to lead them out of that situation. You have to diffuse it, lead them out of the situation. But you know, Leo, we automatically just, yeah, I understand. That happened to me. We put ourselves in that person's position in order to empathize. And friendships, that's fine. Groups, that's fine. Family, that's fine, right? You want to use your heart with those things when you're making decisions. Business, no. Okay. Your last one is, so realize you have all the qualities to be a leader. If you were in a position before and maybe you didn't do so well being a leader, a supervisor, a team lead, a manager, trust me, I understand. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Your last card is give yourself some credit for how far you've come. So while you're sitting there running over your mistakes in your head, um, trying to make sure you don't repeat those mistakes, just give yourself some credit. You've been through some things. You made it to the other side. You know what's on the bottom? Following your heart will lead you to the right things. You see, Leo? What I was saying before is A lot of decisions are usually better made with head over, logic over heart. That's why, and ladies, you're going to hate me for this. A lot of times, men opinions are needed because they always take a logical approach to things. When we empathize, put ourselves in a person's position, are we capable of doing that? Of course we are. We're women. Of course we are. But our go-to, the first thing is nurture, because that's just our nature. You know, men is always going to be logic. That's their first thing. That's why it's a hard time in that when you're dealing with someone that's usually coming from a logical space, it's hard dealing with them in a sexual or relationship type of thing, because what you're looking for, it's not their go-to. You have to bring that out of them. You know what I mean? Or they have to want to bring it out, rather. They have to want to be vulnerable. But regardless, Leo, I'll run off on tangents. So if this is your first time here, I'll pull it back in. If you're having some issues with work, being a leader, and you're getting a few bumps in the roads, don't give up. Don't beat yourself up. And understand that you're doing the best that you can and give yourself some credit for how far you've come. Okay? Now, why are you beating yourself up? Can you see those? Of course you can't. Can you see them here? Okay. Why are you beating yourself up, Leo? I bet you it got to do with a hater. That is Leo thing. Anywhere we go, child, we're going to have some haters. It's just, I think we're used to, when we get to a certain age, we get used to it. I think by college, you kind of get used to it. Like, yeah, this is just going to be my life. Forever being taken the wrong way. Forever thinking that, because you know the Leo thing, we're selfish, we put ourselves first, we love attention, and it's just, too many. Yeah, it is. It's too much and too many they put on us. Because it's not necessarily true. Of course, at a time in our lives, we can be that way, but come on. We're grown now. What freaking attention do we really need all the time? None. Please leave me alone. Please don't see me. I think that's why I like this YouTube channel, because you guys are my friends in my head. So, you know, you only come alive when you leave comments. All right, friends, what's going on? So what's the haters? Who is the hater in Leo's life? What do we got here? Who is the hater in Leo's life? I don't know who it is, but they're causing you to lose your appetite. Are you losing weight, Leo? Or you don't necessarily have to be losing weight, but you could be like not wanting to eat the same things, forgetting to eat, right? Going like, oh my God, I didn't eat anything and it's 2 o'clock, you know? Like it's something on your mind. Maybe things you're going through at work, maybe things in your personal life, but it's something that is causing you to lose your appetite. So, okay, some hater that you cut off is still watching you, Leo. I mean, regular shit for Leo. It's not anything new, right? Okay. I kind of get this feeling this person wants to affect your weight. That's for some of you. This person could be sitting back looking at Leo like, oh, I wish Leo would just lose them curves, or I wish Leo would just get a beer belly. I wish Leo would just get fat already and out of shape and unhealthy. Or it's something about your appetite and your body that someone is envious of, and they're still watching you. That's weird. Like, why do we go through these weird things? It skeeves me out, because baby, you have your own life. Go do what you want to do. Stop looking at us. What the hell? Yeah. Secretly jealous and hating on your romantic. Okay. So this is someone that, if you have someone in your life, Leo, They're standing from the outside, looking in, hating on your relationship. Maybe if you post pictures, they watch from secret accounts. If they live near you, they just watch you in disgust. It's just like, who has all the time and energy to do this? Not me, toxic. Yeah. So this could be a person that you know. You actually know them. I feel like this person probably knew you at a time where you were more in your low vibes. You were engaging in toxic behavior, and we all do, right? Maybe you indulged in alcohol, like every weekend it was like, yeah, party. Nothing's wrong with that, right? I feel like maybe you've made some changes. Maybe you gained a leadership position to where you had to tighten up, buckle down, focus, and you couldn't hang out anymore and you couldn't indulge, right? Maybe you did recreational drugs. Maybe, it's whatever, right? It's something that is in your past, something that you did. And whoever you did it with is like staring at you. Look at this person. This is how they're staring at you. That's why I'm laughing. Because it's not one person walking this planet is going to have me looking like that. I'm sorry. God gave us the same thing. What makes you think that I'm going to be worried about you? But whoever this person is, they want you to like just spiral. They want you to eat bad. They're mad that you and maybe you didn't even cut them off. Maybe you just, life. We're adults. Life get in the way. Maybe you have children. Maybe you have a relationship. Maybe you have people you take care of. Maybe you have a strenuous job. Back to the first spread, right? You're just stepping into this role, right? Maybe you stepped into a new role and you have to focus. And you're like, you know what? I can't have brunch Sunday because I have to prepare for Monday. Like I have a meeting Monday morning that I need to prepare for. And I need to be in my right mind. I can't have a hangover. Like it's just things that you expect people to understand that sometimes people don't understand. Let me tell you, my husband said it best, right? You always expect common sense from people, and common sense is just not that common. And it's the truth, you know? And sometimes it's toxicity, Leo. We give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes people actually just wants to see us fail. It's true. And they'll be right in your camp. They'll be right next to you, you know? And they'll try to deter you from following things that you feel in your heart. They'll try to deter you from things that you want to create. They'll try to deter you from things that you want to step into just because now you're leaving them behind or they feel left behind. But let's be for real, right? If I sit here and do the same thing you're doing, like if I move on and elevate, can't I reach back and hand you my hand and pull you up? Give you some type of insight to how you can create a positive change? Like, why wouldn't you want to keep a Leo in your life? I mean, the right way. Because I feel like you walked away from this person. Like, maybe just life got in the way, or maybe you intentionally walked away from this person for some of you. On the bottom, you have, they'll claim I did it first, knowing damn well they got inspired by you. Yeah. I feel like this is a person that you probably hung out with, you could have had a relationship with, you could have worked with. This is a person that watches you, is inspired by you. It's kind of that love-hate thing. That's why it's toxic. It's like secret jealousy. Who is this person? Let me get the identifiers out here. Who is this person? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm the inquiring mind, Leo. It's going to be different for all of y'all, but let's see if we can pull a description that'll help. Even though I feel like you know who this is. But let's just see what's crack-a-lacking. Let's see. Holy Spirit, who is this person that wants Leo to just live a toxic lifestyle and be a bum with them? Not saying this person is a bum, I'm sorry, but they want bum shit for you, right? They don't want you to look good. They don't want you in a decent relationship. They want you out doing toxic things. This could be a girlfriend. You know, you have those girlfriends, impulsive. So this is someone that's impulsive, right? They could be a lot of fun. Impulsivity is fun, right? Could be a friend. I see why you would want to hang out with someone that's impulsive because you never know what you're going to get. Leo likes that. So I can see so far the attraction. But let's see. They act very nonchalant. Okay, so this person could be around you. When they're around you, they can act like nothing's a big deal. Um, why are you worried? Let's just have a good time. You know, that type of person. I hope I'm narrowing it down for you. I hope you don't have a lot of people like this in your life, Leo. All right, every time a card fall on the floor, I have to do a squat. That's what I promised myself, right? Yeah. Oh, this person is very entertaining. I see why Leo likes them. We love that. You know, we can be dramatic. We like to have fun. You know, so I see impulsive, nonchalant, entertaining. Yeah. And I can also see the toxicity in this too. Diverse. So maybe this person dibbles and dabbles in different cultures, you know, especially like me from New York. If you are familiar with New York or you from New York, you're hi New Yorkers, you're my babies watching me from New York. I want you to know that growing up there, it's like it's easy to get roped into other people's cultures because your neighbor could be anyone. Your neighbor could be from Sudan, and then your other neighbor is Puerto Rican, right? Your neighbor could be Haitian, and then it could be Mexican or Cuban, right? Or Guatemalan. Like we just, or even Antiguan. Like I grew up with Antiguans, Puerto Ricans, people from down south. So all of these different cuisines, all of this diversity, it's it's a bonus because you get to experience different cultures, different lifestyles, right? It also opens your eyes to things, right? So this person is very much probably surrounded by different cultures, can blend in with different cultures, right? And just a fun person. For example, they could have went to the Dominican Day Parade, then the Puerto Rican Day Parade, then Labor Day with the Caribbeans, you know, and with the Caribbean culture. And like they just fit in everywhere and they're just fun everywhere. And that's the thing, they want you to be there with them. But we have to grow up, baby. We can't. We can't just run around the city like Diddy, because you see where Diddy at, okay? We can't. Money, no money, it don't matter. It's all life hits us all the same. It comes a time when you have to put away childish things, and that's just what it is. And I'm not saying having fun is childish, but not prioritizing what's important and what's going to further your life and allow you to elevate, not prioritizing that is childish. It's like, come on, you got to grow up. So if someone is upset with you because you want to be responsible or finally take something serious or finally take someone serious, right? Because I see this hating on your relationship. Maybe you started taking someone serious and someone on the outside, a friend, an ex, just an associate, whatever it is. I feel like they didn't like that. Basically, it's like replacing their energy in your life. That's exactly what it is. Somebody feels like they're being replaced in your life. And instead of coming to you and speaking their feelings, they're being toxic about it. Hold on one second. Sorry, Leo. So, where was I? Yeah. So, basically, Leo, what it's giving is um, the person. See, the what's confusing me, honestly, is the relationship because you clearly have a romantic relationship, but That energy didn't come out. This person is a separate energy that's coming out as someone close to you. I don't know if it's an ex, a friend, an associate, a coworker, something, right? But whoever this person is, they're toxic. I could tell you that right now. The Four of Pentacles came out. It's like you had to grab control. So if this is a work situation, you had to take control of the staff because they was just running a damn muck. Right? You were being too lenient. It was too many days off. It was too many um, excuses for being late. It was just, they were running amok, right? That's one person. Another thing is, because I just spoke on that, I felt it because of the Pentacles. But another thing is, I feel like you needed to gain control. You were kind of losing control hanging out with this person. This person is not losing control. It's just like they did something that took it too far. You know what I mean? Like, just for an example, let's say you were in the club, they got sloppy drunk and got naked, right? Like some crazy shit like that, right? And it's like, okay, whoa, uh, you're clearly out of control, right? Like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. This is too much. It's a Sunday, for God. It's brunch. What the fuck? Like, that's how I feel. It's just, and you just look at this person like, like, I do like you. I like being around you, but that toxic side, baby, I can't. All right. What's the Four of Pentacles for Leo? Something you invested in? Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So yeah, at one point this is what you needed to gain control from. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You and this person were out having fun, celebrating, right? And meanwhile, shit is going to the wayside. Um, maybe laundry's piling up. Maybe it's just something, right? And you just had to pull back and gain control. Like, no, me partying is causing me to mess up what something that I'm investing in. I don't know what it is yet. It could be work with all of these pentacles out here. It could be you're messing up my position at work, baby, because I'm not on it. I'm not sharp focused because I'm out partying with you. So now I have to pull back and gain control. Okay, I get that, Leo. Or you have to pull back on this staff and gain control. Take it how it resonates. So what's Leo's? Okay. Yeah, you had to move away from this. So you created some distance. Six of Swords. You just realize that it's the squeeze is not worth the juice, right? So, well, that's the other way around, right? The juice is not worth the squeeze. Yeah. So you realize the juice is not worth the squeeze. I am not about to get caught up in this. You're not about to fuck me over and mess up where I'm at and my investments in my life. No, we're going to kindly move away from that. And what was the outcome? The Empress. Yes. You have to pull rank. Like, listen, I'm Leo. We not about to do this. I'm nice, but I ain't that fucking nice. Like, I'm cool until I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you had to pull rank. Like, yeah, I'm cool till I'm not anymore. And then you're going to see the real lion. And then you're not going to like me anymore. And then you're going to call me all kinds of mean and crazy and blah, 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 and yada, yada. Because that's how it always turns out, Leo. We'll be in a situation where we kind of see where it's headed, where it's going. We kind of give a warning. Hey, I see you. Hey, don't do that again. It's not nice. But then we start coming with, all right now. Okay. And then after that, it's just the lion. And they don't understand. It didn't go from 0 to 60. We gave you time to tighten up. We gave you time. Let's say this is a relationship, right? With a friend or an ex. I gave you time to tighten up. You want to continue partying. I gave you time to do what you were supposed to do. What did you do? You kept going into toxic behavior, kept getting drunk, possibly popping pills, right? Whatever this person was doing and being so nonchalant about it, it kind of, you looked at them like, now you're a liability. And I just can't. You're interfering with my investments, and I can't do it. And that's any investment in your life, because this is for all Leos, right? So it could be an investment, your relationship, the one they're jealous of. It could be your job, right? Making you fuck up there. It could be with family. You're not handling your responsibilities. Laundry is piling up. You haven't cleaned the house. You know what I mean? It's just taken away and it's not worth it. That was easy. I want to see this person's intention, because that'll tell me everything I know. I mean, I know they're already secretly jealous, hating on your relationships, right? They want you to lose that figure, whether gain weight or lose weight. So they're not approaching your relationship with good intentions. I can tell you that, Leo. And it doesn't have to be malicious. It could just be out of immaturity, lack of experience, not willing to grow up, Peter Pan syndrome, always want to be the kid, worried about the wrong shit. You know what I mean? So what is this person's, Holy Spirit, what is this person's intention towards Leo? Wow. This person's positive. My intentions are pure and I only want to elevate and improve your life. I will always, and brag, I will always enthusiastically share the amazing things happen in my life. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Safe space. So Leo, this is, I kind of got this. And then negative. Yep, I knew it. They wasn't going to fool me. This person, yes. Like I said, it doesn't have to be malicious, right? I feel like this person just feels better next to you, Leo. That's basically what it is. With safe space, I'm going to read the card just in case the message hits someone else differently. That's not linking to anything else in the reading. But I'm going to tell you intuitively what I'm getting from this. Okay, so first thing is positive. My intentions are pure and I want only to elevate and improve your life. Brag. I will always enthusiastically share the amazing things happening in my life. Safe space. I accept and respect you for who you are and ask only for the same in return. Negative. I'm hiding my true intentions and I don't actually care about your well being. This person is a leech. This person stands next to you and looks better. This person is a clout chaser. Do you understand what I'm saying? Get this person away from you, Leo. I'm going to move these up so I could get the newer ones in view for you. This person, you moved away from them. You chose the right thing. You prioritized your life. You put yourself first. Don't feel guilty about that. This person doesn't really have any true positive intention towards being in your energy. It's self-serving. I look better when I stand next to Leo. When we go out, I don't get the same response as I do when I walk in with Leo, right? It's like a kind of a Queen of Wands energy, but it's even better because you're Empress. It's like I walk in and immediately, you know what I mean? It's a positive response. Leo gets a good response, which also bring on the haters, but we'll go down that road another way. And and oh, this could be one of them. So when this person walks, let's say I have a place that you guys frequent, right, for brunch. When you come in, it's like, hey, like cheers, Leo, Leo, hey, 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 right? They know my name. When this person walks in with you, they're like, hey, they know them, but they don't get the same response. And they notice that and they think it's you. It's not you, it's them. And that's the problem. So the person hasn't realized that they're not received with that warm welcome because of themselves. It has nothing to do with Leo. Leo garners that warm welcome because Leo put in the work for that. Leo walks in with that energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? They want to be you. That's what it is. That's all it is. They could care less about your well-being as long as you ever seen, it's probably going to show my age, but it's a movie called Weekend at Bernie's. If they could kill you, God forbid, YouTube, sorry, if they can unalive you and just dress you up and sit you next to them and take you places so you can get the attention, but they can work it the way they want to, they would, Leo. Do you understand me? I just don't get people. Here's the thing. We all go through these spaces where we see someone and we're like, wow, the energy they command, the way they carry themselves, I dig it, right? I like it. What do? You don't start hating on a person. You start observing. You introduce yourself. You kind of just learn, right? You don't, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't grumble when I say good morning, because when Leo walks in the office and they say good morning, they're saying it loud. Good morning, happy, right? Or when someone speaks to Leo, Leo responds, and it's a pleasant manner in the office. Like Leo knows how to, and I just want to know how to act like that too. So learn. Don't try to destroy me. Like I don't get people. I don't get them. But anyway, let's pull another deck. So Leo, let's get a positive affirmation. Let's get this hater off of us. Let's breathe. Just what the hell? Okay, so to summarize the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spreads, don't beat yourself up. All right, Leo? This person is, or these people clearly misunderstand your intentions of using your heart to lead. They honestly probably thought that this lion didn't roar. They know now you do. This person around you that's toxic, they have no good intentions towards you. They want your relationship to fail. They want your body to fall off. They watch you like a hawk, right? They're toxic. And oh, I didn't even notice this. They claim I did it first, knowing you inspired them. Yeah. They probably try to steal ideas from you too, Leo. This person was described as impulsive, nonchalant, entertaining, and diverse. So I see the appeal. But you already stopped this person in their tracks because on the fourth spread, which is our tarot, you quickly gain control, Four of Pentacles. And once you saw this partying or the celebrating or whatever energy exchange with these people or person that's a hater, you quickly started like, no, I have to protect my investment. I'm not going to allow them to do that. So you moved away from that and you're the Empress. So you've already done all of this. This is just confirmation that you're doing the right thing. Don't beat yourself up, because if this person comes to you saying, trying to appeal to you, and Leo, I mean, as an elder Leo, because baby, you can't come to me with compliments and think that's going to skew how I think of you. It's not. Okay, you could compliment me to the day is end, long, over, dead, shot, killed, buried, whatever. It's not going to faze me. Okay, because one thing Leo do know is when something is coming from the heart space. You can't fool us, right? You could butter us up for a little while, but we ain't falling for it. So you're already there. You're the empress. You moved away from this person, but I feel like they're lingering and they're tugging on your energy, Leo, because they want to come in and they want to butter you up and tell you that you're their safe space and you've always been this person and my intentions are pure, but it's not. All right. They could care less about your well being. They just want to know what's going on in your life. They want to know if you're going to come out and party again. And they want to know if you're going to be toxic again. So I used to have a friend, and when we wanted to just go out and like, not used to have a friend, she's still in my life, but, and it's a Taurus. It's so funny. We would say, let's go out and do ratchet things. That was code word for let's go drink, let's just throw our, let our hair down, let's just, have fun for the night. And so we would say, let's go do ratchet things. This person wants to do ratchet things with you, Leo. But it's not in blow off steam kind of way. Probably the way you approached it, like I'm blowing off steam. And then when it got too wild, you backed up off them. But yeah, I feel like it's not about blowing off steam. For them, it's a way of life. And for you, it's not. So you had to let them go. They're going to come butter you up. Don't fall for it. They still don't want anything good for you. Your card, your affirmation is I love myself. It's the truth. Leo does. That's why Leo can move away from things that's not good for them, that's not serving them. That's why Leo can buckle down and focus on what's important because they love themselves and they know when their sink is shipping, when their sink is shipping, when their ship is sinking, they're the only one that's plugging up them holes. Okay? They know that. They will get help. They do have support, but they know ultimately it's up to them. So they're not going to let shit fall by the wayside. So if you're coming in trying to get Leo to fall off track, baby, you're going to fail. This is what I have for you, Leo. I love you. And I'm so happy you're this strong right now. It gives me hope. Like, yes, the collective is moving in a positive direction. I love it. I see you guys next week. I'm trying something new. I am going to do your sexual energy because I see a lot of blockages with sexual energy and we need that too. That has to flow, right? That's also a release for us of endorphins and things of that nature. And if we do it in a healthy way, it serves us. You know what I mean? You see those TikToks when they say, I ain't get cracked last night, so you ain't getting your packages, and it's an Amazon worker. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, Leo, I'll see you next week. I love you. Bye.